Let me show you how to make some killer money with Great Glorious Grapevine. Great Glorious Grapevine is a music scene built by an event calendar platform called VineFest. VineFest. So VineFest needs independent agents to sell event ads in this members only calendar. And this members only calendar, you get to it by going to our website, GGG.fm. And at GGG.fm you can sign up and get in the back office and have access to this calendar. Alright. Okay, so how are we going to motivate agents to sell ads in this calendar and build this worldwide music scene? Well, for one, the music scene is horrible right now because it's controlled by satanic media companies, a couple of them, and they just got their circus of rock stars, a little handful of them, and they just parade them around till one dies or till somebody breaks in the music scene that's so talented that they have to sign them up or they'll lose their music scene. So meanwhile, we have millions of talented people with no access to a platform to build wealth. And thank goodness of the internet today and social media, which social media basically is a free version of network marketing. And people are able to use YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and these different platforms. And these are free platforms that make their money off of advertising on the back end. Well, Grapevine's the same way. We're going to make our money in the back end with our event calendar. But it's more direct because it's a pay program. And because it's a pay program, some independent agents, which we call GGG agents, will be able to build their own music scene and have their own platform to make wealth and be able to produce and motivate their own people to where there's shows and events in our VineFest calendar. And we call these shows VineFest. And everybody's going to want to know where VineFest is in their area. Some areas may have thousands of them going on. Some areas may have a few going on. But they'll be able to log in to ggg.fm and look at this VineFest calendar and see the events and go to those shows. And this creates an opportunity for individuals to become GGG agents and produce these events or just sell ads to this calendar. There will be people who will want to just use the platform in order to showcase their show, local bands, recitals, could be a dinner, could be a scripture study group. VineFest could be anything. It could be as large, it could be an event as large as a giant coliseum, or it could be as small as a little high school band in the basement with 12 or so friends over. But anyways, you can create your own VineFest event in the ggg.fm calendar, and your event could be as high as $1,000 tickets to as low as $5 a person, or maybe it could even be just a free event where you just bring over some food and stuff and enjoy a potluck and jam together. Anyways, we have an opportunity called Forced To-Up Commissions. Forced To-Up Commissions. So, you go to ggg.fm and you join and you sign up to be an agent. And here's you. And you have 3 positions you can fill. 1, 2, 3. And what we have is 2 commissions. One's called Gold Pay and one's called Platinum Pay. Okay, let's talk about Gold Pay. So what Grapevine lets you do is you can sponsor your first person in your number 3 position. The reason you want to do that is your number 3 position begins your commission pay downline. So when you sign your first person into number 3, you earn $25. And maybe we should tell you about what it costs so you understand where the $25 comes from. Well, it costs $75 a month to join Grapevine as an agent. And this gives you unlimited ads that you can place in the VineFest calendar. Alright? And you can retail these ads at a price you set, or you can use our suggested retail price of just $75 an ad. But anyhow, you get to participate in this networking opportunity where you join for $75 a month, and it gives you a Forced To-Up commission platform in order to build this network of bands and music fans and all kinds of other events that can be participating in this. Grapevine will just kind of build on the music scene, because those kind of events attracts most people to them. But you could work this whole thing just doing a dinner, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. But what you have is 3 positions that you can fill, and that's all you can fill. And your 3rd position pays you $25 out of this $75 a month. So you sign someone up as an agent, your first one, he purchases his $75 a month worth of VineFest calendar ads, unlimited ads that he can retail, and you make an override commission of $25. It's an override. All right. So, when your guy goes out and does the same thing, fills his 3 positions, 1, 2, 3, then you'll make $25 off of your first position, $25 off your second position. But in order to get paid on this 1 and 2 person, you need to fill your own 1 and 2 person. So on each of these people, do the same as you and fill their 3 positions. And you'll want to qualify for this. In order to qualify for your one, all the ones in your downline, and this guy's ones, you'll need to have your one position filled. And this pays someone in your upline, and your two-person pays someone in your upline. But for you to get paid on your third person's ones and twos, you need to have your ones filled for your ones and your two filled for your twos. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. So this is where it gets exciting. So your first guy, you made $25 off. So now your second generation here, you got two positions, 1 and 2. So there's $50. And then they all have their ones and twos. So there's $100. And vice versa, as they just keep filling these generations up, these $25 commissions starts multiplying by twos. 200, 400, 800, $1,600, $3,200, $3,200, $64, $100, 64. What's the next one? 128, $12,800. So you get the picture. Just that never stops. That's the difference between multi-level and a forced two-up. So forced two-up, the commission's only coded to you. There's no multi-level in here. There's no That's why multi-level doesn't work, because if you have to pay commissions on every level, you got to break up the dollar too much, and then you get tiny little commissions, and there's not enough wealth to support you in the beginning stages to keep you in business. But in Grapevine, you got coded commissions where they're designed only to pay you, and we do that by coding the third person to you. This third person pays you, and then all the ones and twos of that third person for infinite generations pays you. And so the commission's always $25. So we talked about, we had two commissions. There's platinum. And this really gets exciting. If you think this money's insane, wait till you understand platinum. What platinum is anybody you personally sponsor, let's say you got your 3 positions filled, and meanwhile everybody else has been working, and you get more people going to your website, which is / your name, GGG.FM, your name, whatever it is, rock band, Tom, whatever, and they go and join in your link, you'll be able to place them somewhere in your organization. Oh, excuse me, in this situation, it would be, you'd be able to place them under your coded third person anywhere, somewhere you want them in this downline. So everything divides by the ones and twos go to your upline, and then your number 3 person, all of his ones and twos go to you. And this is how we can pay big commissions on infinite generations. And so what platinum pay is a matching override. It's a matching commission. So when you have people join Grapevine and you place them, anybody you personally sponsored, when they start their number third person, I'm sorry this phone's a pretty crappy way to show this, but when a person starts, they get their 1 and they get their 2, and then when they start their third position, anything they build off of their third leg, you make the same. Whatever you're making this, your uplines, whoever sponsored you is making this too. So anyways, I hope you grasp that. Let me just flip over and draw it again. Here's you. You can sponsor 3 people. Grapevine lets you sponsor your third, you put your first person in your third position, and that makes you $25. Then from now on, all the 1s and 2s that are coded to this third person pay you only. So when this third person goes and gets his 3, you get paid on the 1s and 2s. So there's $50. You get this $25 every month, you get this $50 every month. Same thing, when these guys go get their people, now you're making this $25 every month, this $50 every month, and this $100 every month, which is a total of $175 a month. And this just keeps doubling. As these people get their people, it just keeps doubling. So now you get this 200, this 100, this 50, this 25. That adds up to $375 a month. All right, so it doesn't take that much effort. Most multi-level programs out there selling lotions and potions are well over 100 and something a month. But at VineFest, because we have a digital product, you're able to buy the ads for $75, unlimited ads. So you can keep breaking that down. Every ad you sell to a customer for an event in this calendar, you know, that cost breakdown gets better and better for you. Plus, everybody you sign up as an agent, you're making $25. So now you got a synergy marketing team, a street team, building an underground music scene of events, and you're making some serious money. Because this just, you know, you get a calculator, and if the commission was a penny, and you go 2 times 2 in a calculator, and you just keep pushing the equal signs, you go 30 generations, and you're over $5 million off of a penny commission. So you can see the potential of this plan. And this is gold pay. So what happens with platinum pay? Platinum pay. Well, here's you. You want to get paid on all these people in your downline. You want this, you get this money, you sponsor your first guy in your number 3rd position, you get this $25 just by doing that one act, your very first act. But when your 3rd guy starts building his downline, you want this money. You want all this money. It's doubling. 2, 4, 6, 8, 16, 32, 64, 64, 828. What is this? I don't even know math, but you get the picture. It's $400, $600, $800, $1,600 a month, $3,200 a month, $6,400 a month, 12,000, no, 1,000, no, 2,800, yeah, $12,800 a month. Plus everything up, totaled and added up. Well, what Platinum Pay is anybody you personally sponsored. Let's say more people keep coming to your website, GGG FM, and they sign and they join, and you've already got your positions filled, so you got to plug them in somewhere in the downline. Well, anybody you personally sponsored, you're going to make a matching commission. So whatever they make, like this, whatever they make, you make. So just like you're making all this money here, your uplines make, whoever sponsored you is making what you're making. So that just like mind boggled you, didn't it? But in order to get paid on this, you sign your first guy up in your third position, you make your $25 commission. But to get paid on these other generations, to get paid on all the ones, you have to sponsor a one. To get paid on all the twos, you got to sponsor a two. So as long as you maintain these positions of active agents, 1, 2, and 3, you get paid all this. If your number 1 isn't active, then you're missing out on all the ones in your organization. If your number 2 isn't active, you're missing out on all the 2s in your organization. So you have a responsibility of managing only 3 people. 1, 2, 3. 1 for your own downline, and 2 for your upline, because these pay your upline. But your number 3rd person, his 1s and 2s pay you. All the 1s and 2s pay you only. That's why this is so powerful, because the commissions are direct. But you still have the advantages of multi-level, because these things are building in generations, but it's coded only to you. And then you get a matching commission on anybody you personally sponsor. So this 1 and 2, this 1 and 2 that rolled up, when they start making money, you make whatever they make. And anybody else that joins up under your link and is in a downline, then you make what they make. Doesn't matter how far down they are, you make whatever they're making. So this is some serious, serious money. It's going to build the hottest marketing company that's hit network marketing in a long time. And you can picture when you go to a VineFest show, not only the bands are famous making money, but the fans could be as famous, could be famous kingpins making serious money too. And the advantages of this music scene is the band could be a small band that nobody even knows, but they could be pulling in this kind of money. Well, how long do you think a little no-name band's going to be when they're making this kind of money? And the same thing if you're a band that's retired, because a lot of times people get married, start having children, whatever life does, you can't produce as much as you did. So when your band's not even working, maybe it's long ago, it's over. You know, you toured for 5 years and called it good, went off to raise your family. You're still making all this money because you built an organization of music fans and bands and people that want to do other events, scripture study, potluck dinners, your little girl's recital. The VineFest could be anything. And you can take this as professional as you want. You can make your VineFest in your biggest coliseum in your city, or you could do an outdoor one where you did as big as Woodstock. But the point is you don't have to have the money to do one as big as Woodstock in order to eventually make the money like this. And that's the power of network marketing. It's one of the sacred rights, the right to contract and to pay people commissions. And that's the American way. The free market lets you do that. And it's one of the only ways where you can find financial freedom through a mathematical system. Because the math doesn't lie. 2 times 2 times 2, infinity, is some serious money. Welcome to Grapevine.